The internet is that friend that remembers everything about you. Your likes and dislikes, your hobbies and habits. Its memory never fails, but only expands. While that may seem daunting, I promise I'm not trying to scare you. My talk will focus on data permanence, how most everything you have online is there to stay, carved into the memory of the cloud, and the consequences of this memory for us youth. Now, most of you probably have some form of social media, be it WhatsApp, Instagram, LinkedIn, or TikTok. If you've managed to stay off of all of those, then kudos to you, because I do not have that willpower. Social media platforms make up a large percentage of our digital presence. The posts you share, the comments you leave, and the hearts you give are your way of creating your digital persona or personal algorithm. The internet can conclude whether you're a vegetarian, what religion you follow, your sexuality, your favorite sports team, all before you explicitly put it out there. Now, none of us are the same people today as we were 5 or even 10 years ago. I most definitely am not. Even so, the traces that we have left since we started using social media are there to stay, slowly creating our permanent digital footprint. There are two types of digital footprints: active and passive. Your active digital footprint is when you knowingly share information about yourself online. This starts from the moment you make an account, even for setting up an email address. And from then on, all the information you put out there is stored. Everything from videos of that holiday that you went on, to your relationship status, to that funny tweet that you posted, to your opinions on world issues. They all become a part of your digital persona in that moment. This extends even further past your own personal scope. The way that you interact with friends and family online becomes a part of your digital footprint and theirs. Now let me ask you a question. Raise your hands if you've ever Googled yourself. Don't be shy, a little bit of narcissism doesn't hurt. What if you've Googled a potential date or a colleague? Maybe even a professor. Well, I have definitely Googled myself. And if you haven't, I encourage you all to do the same. When I searched up my name, a range of results came up. Most of them were from my LinkedIn account, which is my only public one. While I wasn't shocked to see my own posts and photos among the results, I was shocked to see the posts of friends and other connections that I had liked or commented on. Results also turned up articles written on my great-grandparents, on my dad, and of my hometown in Mbeya, Tanzania. So, with only my name, you can find out where I'm from, my heritage, my family's business, and the people I am connected to. This little experiment made me realize that my online behavior isn't just about me, but about the people around me. And their online behavior is about me too, whether I like it or not. It also made me realize that my name carries more history online than I ever chose to share. Now, this is information that either I or someone else actively put out on the internet. But what about the information you don't know is being remembered? Information that media and other companies are taking from you. Data that you may not even realize is of immense value. This is where your passive digital footprint comes into play. The most common way this information is collected is through cookies, those delicious treats that you accept whenever you open a website, not truly knowing what you're saying yes to. Social media platforms use something called the meta pixel, which is a piece of JavaScript code that tracks a user's activity. Both of these collect information such as your name, your email address, your IP address, and detailed accounts of how you engage with content. Everything from the speed with which you scroll to how long you hover over a post, even if you don't double tap. These are all critical data points that are used most commonly in personalized, targeted advertising, or what some people would describe as that feeling when your phone is listening to your conversations. But so what? What if the internet remembers? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever made a mistake? Maybe something that keeps you up at night. Something you just wish you could undo. Or maybe something simpler. Maybe you liked or reposted a political comment when you didn't have all the facts. Now, what if this mistake was to follow you around forever, letting people judge you and make decisions about you and the type of person you are? With your digital footprint, this is often the case. Old posts, comments, jokes, they can be found by future friends, partners, and employers. That joke that was funny when you were 15 might be inappropriate at 25. You can grow, mature, change opinions, evolve as a person, but your digital footprint might not reflect that. And the delete button is no guarantee. As the youth of today, we have a long life ahead of us in the digital sphere. And we have barely scratched the surface of our online personas. So how can we better control our narrative, how the internet perceives us? How can we better control our data? Well, there are a few ways. The first step is knowing what is out there. Like I said earlier, Google yourself. See what information you can find online, and what information is of easy access to external parties, and most especially, what this information reveals about you, whether it's something you want known or not. Another important step is deactivating old accounts that you don't use anymore. These accounts and the data collected from them might not reflect your current personality. Deleting them and going the extra step to delete the data that's collected from them helps remove outdated traces. What happened to your Be Real, your Tumblr, your Vine? Have you deleted them? Aside from changing what has already happened, it's also important to build better future habits. Avoid sharing personal information such as your home address, your phone number, and your credit card information. If you're a chronic online shopper like I am, this is very difficult. But keep track of the accounts that you're making and where this information is going and who has access to it. Think before you act online. Think before you make your account public or before you post that photo. Does the background reveal where you live, study, or socialize? Question how much information is being unintentionally shared with every post. Because once information is public, you lose control over how it's used, and most importantly, how it's interpreted. More and more today, we're seeing phishing attacks, scams, identity theft, all which are being made more successful, more efficient, and more common with easy access to public information. Browse privately. Using private browsing mode helps reduce the amount of data that is stored on your devices. Specifically, something that is called cached data, which are files that your browser stores in order to load pages faster the next time you visit. But convenience leaves a trail. This information can reveal private searches, private communication, and more. More things that you might not necessarily want known. And finally, adjust your privacy settings, be it on your devices, on your browsers, on your apps. Many platforms are designed to collect as much information as possible unless you opt out. Your data is being collected, packaged, and sold to be analyzed, tracked, and exploited. So adjusting your settings isn't paranoia, but rather risk management, and helps you control how the internet sees you. I leave you with this. We all want to be remembered, but not misjudged. Not frozen in time as someone we no longer are. The internet has a perfect memory, but no version of you is meant to be permanent. You are meant to grow. You are meant to evolve. So protect your privacy, protect your safety, and protect your future. Thank you.